Hey everyone, welcome back to Walk and Study. Today we will review some common TOEFL/IELTS words with a few practice questions. The questions are fill-in-the-blank form. In the TOEFL exam, you won't see questions exactly like this, but these will still be very helpful for you as you practice your vocabulary. By placing the words in a context within sentences, you will better understand how to use the common words that you need to know for the exam. This lesson is particularly useful for people who would like to improve their reading and writing scores. Improving your vocabulary can really help you write more well-rounded essays and increase your grasp of the texts included in the exam. While practicing these questions, we will be walking around the University of Colorado at Boulder's campus in Boulder, Colorado. In my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful campuses in the entire state. Okay, let's get started. You will hear and see the fill-in-the-blank questions first, and then you will have 5 seconds before I go through the correct answer. Okay, let's get started. Our first sentence is, Akash was worried that the food he prepared was not for 6 people. All right, so is the missing word A, distinct, B, adequate, C, overall, or D, apparent? The correct answer is B, adequate. Adequate means enough, so Akash was worried that the food he prepared was not enough or adequate for 6 people. Our next sentence is, the professor, the importance of the topic that he was reviewing for the upcoming exam. Is the correct answer A, selected, B, agreed, C, stressed, or D, argued? The correct answer is C, stressed. One of the definitions of stress as a verb is to place extra importance on one part of something. So the professor placed an extra importance on the topic that he was reviewing for the upcoming exam. All right, our next sentence is, the people in the neighborhood complained about the noise coming from the construction site. Is the answer A, internal, B, conjunction, C, potential, or D, constant? All right, the answer is D, constant. Constant is an adjective, and it means not changing and not stopping, or something that is continuous. So the people in the neighborhood complained about the continuous or not stopping noise coming from the construction site. Our next sentence is, Larry had to his pants in order to keep them from falling down. Is the correct answer A, rip, B, achieve, C, adjust, or D, conform? The correct answer is C, adjust. Adjust is a verb, and it means to alter or move something slightly in order to achieve the desired fit, appearance, or result. So Larry had to alter or move his pants slightly in order to keep them from falling down. Our next sentence is, the carpenter showed Nathaniel the proper for building a chair. Is the correct answer A, method, B, expanse, C, ability, or D, organize? The correct answer is A, method. Method is a noun, and it means a way of doing something or a process. So the carpenter showed Nathaniel the proper way of or process for building a chair. Our next sentence is, the illegally parked car, the access to the parking lot. Is the correct answer A, sustained, B, varied, C, generated, or D, restricted? The correct answer is D, restricted. Restrict is a verb, and it means to limit or to make actions impossible. So the illegally parked car limited the access to the parking lot or made accessing the parking lot impossible. Our next sentence is, Tina, that everyone will recognize her because she was on the news once. Is the correct answer A, consumes, B, benefits, C, assumes, or D, institutes? The correct answer is C, assumes. Assume is a verb, and it means to believe without proof. So Tina believes without proof, or assumes, that everyone recognizes or knows and remembers her because she was on the news once. All right, our next sentence is, the meeting resumed after a coffee break. Is the correct answer A, capable, B, brief, C, equivalent, or D, functional? The correct answer is B, brief. Brief is an adjective and it means short, something that doesn't last for very long. So the meeting resumed after a short coffee break. Okay, our next sentence is, the principle of meditation is paying attention to one's mind. Is the correct answer A, focus, B, illustration, C, objective, or D, fundamental? The correct answer is D, fundamental. Fundamental is an adjective and it means basic or central. It's often used to describe the central ideas of a concept, ideology, or a religion. So the example sentence is saying the central or basic principle of meditation is paying attention to one's mind. Our next sentence is, the World Health Organization was in 1948. Is the correct answer A, justified, B, negated, C, established, or D, exhumed? The correct answer is C, established. Establish is a verb, and it means to build or to create an organization or a system. So the World Health Organization was created or built in 1948. Our next sentence is, after watching the surveillance video from the crime scene, the detectives were confident that they could, the bank robbers. Is the correct answer A, export, B, intensify, C, identify, or D, examine? All right, the correct answer here is C, identify. Identify is a verb, and it means to kind of name or to show or to figure out what something is. So after watching the video from the crime scene, the detectives were confident that they could figure out or identify who the bank robbers were. Okay, our next sentence is, before their fight, Floyd Mayweather, he would knock out Logan Paul. Is the correct answer A, expanded, B, predicted, C, eluded, or D, required? The correct answer is B, predicted. Predict is a verb, and it means to say something will happen in the future. Okay, our next sentence is, Mo Salah considered winning the Champions League final the most accomplishment of his career. Is the correct answer A, significant, B, stable, C, discreet, or D, challenge? All right, the correct answer is A, significant. Significant is an adjective, and it means important or big enough that you should notice or pay attention to it. So our sentence is saying that Mo Salah considered or thought that winning the Champions League final was the most important or largest event in his career, and it was the one he thought should be noticed the most. All right, our next sentence is, Smitha spent 2 years trying to design an airplane that less fossil fuels. Is the correct answer A, repealed, B, expounded, C, seduced, or D, consumed? The correct answer is C, consumed. Consumed is a verb, and it means to eat or to use. So Smitha spent 2 years trying to design an airplane that used less fossil fuels. All right, our last sentence is, Osman that he was not happy with the waiter's service by leaving only a small tip. Is the correct answer A, indicated, B, exceeded, C, ignored, or D, selected? The correct answer here is A, indicated. Indicate is a verb, and it means to be a sign of something or to show. So this sentence is saying that Osman showed or indicated that he was not happy with the waiter's service by leaving only a small tip. All right, with that, we've tested our knowledge of some common TOEFL/IELTS vocabulary by identifying the best words to complete our fill-in-the-blank sentences. I hope this lesson was helpful to you all. As always, subscribe below, give us a like if you found this video useful, and let us know in the comments section what else you'd like to learn about or see in our next walk and study lesson. Thanks everyone, take care.